What's up, everyone? Hope everyone's having a fabulous day. We're going to take a look at Litecoin and Bitcoin for our daily update. If you're not subscribed to the channel, definitely do that now. Subscribe to the channel, tick the notification bell, and when the little screen pops up, hit all to make sure you get notified when I post new videos. Also, I want to remind you guys there's a free Discord group in the description below the video. Definitely check it out, and let's get on with the video. All right, guys, as always, I want to remind you that I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, trading advice, or investing advice. Do your own due diligence. There's a disclaimer scrolling on the bottom. Read it. And remember, this is my opinion, not yours. So let's get into it. Just to check the sentiment, we're going to look at the headlines. And first one is the highly influential Bitcoin whale just issued a warning. He's not convinced that Bitcoin is on the verge of a new long-term bull run. The Genesis upgrade for Bitcoin SV, which is garbage. Don't even acknowledge BSV. If you ask me, it's just a copy of Bitcoin. And as Bitcoin fails to break out the minor cryptocurrency minor cryptocurrency has took off. Bitcoin price spikes to 3-month high as bull cross approaches. Bitcoin reaches crucial juncture, breakdown below this 9,500 is what they're talking about. Bitcoin at risk of erasing 2020 gains. So more so, it's looking more so bearish in the news. Like I said, we just checked that out to look at the sentiment. The fear and greed index, we have dropped 3 points, but still in the greed. Let's look at Bitfinex, BitMEX, and Binance. Total longs versus short. Longs are 64.63%. Shorts are 35.37%. Of course, Bitfinex longs are still extremely high. All right, so we've had this 9,200, and I said if we closed our monthly candle above this, I'd be extremely bullish, and I am bullish. But it doesn't say that we can't come down to retest the top of this channel that we broke out of in the monthly, and that would be around the 8,500 to 8,550 range. So keep an eye on that. We could see that this month, but in the short term, let's take a look at the weekly first. We've been talking about this for some time. I do believe this is a triangle here you see in the white, and we have a B, C, I believe will come up around the 11.1 area for D, and that, if I'm correct, and guys, this is just speculation right now, but I do believe, if I'm correct, we should hit around the 11.1, 11.2 $1,000 area around the very end of February, beginning of March, and then I'm expecting a correction back down to the $7,800 to $8,000 range. We do daily updates, though, so I will keep you updated on that. There's no guarantee this is what's going to happen, but that's what I'm looking at. And reason being, let me zoom in real quick. If you look at this resistance line I have drawn off these wicks right here, I cloned that, put it up top, and we are getting rejected off that right now around the 9,600 area. And I know a lot of people were looking at this as a wedge. I was one of them. But if you look at the volume, we never had any breakout volume for that wedge. And I'll show you real quick. Right here, it's still declining. So we never really had a breakout here. I'm still expecting possible breakout. We could have topped out here, guys, and continue down. Now let me look at the 0.382. We were getting support there. We did fall through that now, and as of making this video, we are at 91.93. I do want to point out I drew the same triangle here in the RSI on the weekly. If you guys watched the video, you know this red line is support and resistance. We capitulated down past it in 2013. Came back above it 2015, tested it for support, and had our bull run of 2017. Then we had a bear market of 2018, capitulated underneath that same trend line, broke back through, came back down. We have tested it for support. That's not to say we don't come back down and test this one more time before going up. But if it does play out like I just showed you in the price action, it will most likely be something like this in the RSI. Guys, do me a favor. Take a second out, smash the likes. I want to see how many likes I can get on this video. And don't forget to leave a comment. That gets you entered to win a free t-shirt. We do the free t-shirt random comment pick on Sunday's video. So don't forget to do that. Let me know what you think of the video. Let's go on to the daily. So looking at the daily, RSIs are still looking pretty bullish here. We talked about these wicks here looking bearish yesterday. So I do have a target down here around 88.64, which is a possibility. If we get down to this area, I do expect a bounce. Do we have to go down to that area? No. But if you look at the RSI, we are in this blue channel here. And looks like we could come down a little bit more to tag this. And that would be around that 8,800. Possibly 9,000. But I'm looking more at the 88.60 area. But I am still looking for another leg up. Reason being, I'll show you in the 4-hour. But as of right now, I am looking at this 88.60 possible. We are getting support on the 13 EMA here. We did have our 200 EMA and 55 EMA cross down here, which is bullish. Definitely bullish in the daily, but that doesn't mean we can't correct a little more. So let's go over to the 4-hour. I'm trying to make this video kind of quick this morning, guys. So in the 4-hour, you can see the trend line I had drawn off of these two wicks here. We have hit that trend line again. Looks like the 55 EMA is giving us support as of now. But let me point out these lines we've been watching and how I got them. If you look at these bottom wicks here, I drew a trend line across there as resistance. I cloned this line and I put it up on this wick, which you can see we got some resistance over here. I put one on this wick, which you can see we got resistance here. And I put one over on this wick, which we have not went to test it yet. So I do believe those are significant lines. If you are charting, I would definitely draw those in. Let me throw, let's see. Let's just take a look at what we're doing right now. So as you can see, we had some resistance with this one, the first trend line I had there. Came back down, broke through, played around that line for a while, finally broke through, got resistance on the next line, broke through, and played along it just like we did here, just a little bit longer, which we are still playing on this line. It is resistance right now, and as of right now, it's right around the 92.75 area. If we can bounce back above that, I still think we have a possibility at least testing this 96.76 area, and I'll show you why I believe that. But if this correction, if this move is done, we need to take a look at the bearish case, and that would be a correction back down. And if you look here, I've drawn a Fibonacci retracement all the way from the bottom here, swing low to the swing high. The 0.236 is at that 88.70 range, which also lines up with this dashed trend line I have here. As you can see, it looks like a rising broadening wedge. If we break below that 88.70, the next stop would be the 8,400, but I don't believe we would stop there. If this breaks, I think we're going probably down to the $8,000 range and retest this trend line here. Now, like I said, I still believe we have more to go, and that being an Elliott wave theory. Let me get this off of here. That retracement off of there. That was all if this wave is done. I believe we possibly have another leg up here, guys, and I will show you what I'm talking about. This would be wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, this being wave 4, and 5 could be extended all the way up to possibly the $11,100 range that we've been talking about. But let's look at the Fibonacci extensions, and we put it down here to the bottom of wave 2. And this is if the wave is not finished yet, which I don't believe it is. And we go to top of wave 3, down to the bottom of wave 4 with our extension. And as you can see, the 0.618 is that 96.76, which would get us to test the top of this line here. If that was to break, next target's around 97.50, and then 10,000. And after that, 10,500, and see what happens after that. As you guys know, I've been talking about a possible inverse head and shoulders here. And, excuse me, it actually could play out like this here. This being the left shoulder, this being the right if this wave's finished, and we'll come down for the left around that 77, 7600, and then up from there. And that would get us around the halving date, just the same as this one would here. This would get us around the halving date too, to retest this bottom of this triangle. So keep that in mind. And the other way to look at this is we are not done with this wave yet, and we do get up to the 10.5, then that would be the neckline. If that was the case, I still see a possibility of an inverse head and shoulders just like that. So even though I'm still bullish here, I do think we're going to have a retracement before the massive bull run continues. So I think we're going to have more time to buy down here. I'm not 100% sure, but that is what it is looking like to me. And one of the other reasons, if you look at this as a rising broadening wedge, and we do get up here, test the top of this, rising broadening wedges tend to break bearish after going up for a while. So that's what I'm looking at. So, yep. But remember, we still have a worst case scenario, and that being this 54 to 55. Actually, it's 5,400. Get that off of there. And that's our 0.786 Fibonacci retracement from this swing low down here all the way to the swing high up here. So that's what I'm looking at, guys. That is, like I said, I still think we're most likely going to get another move up here to at least the 76 or 96.76 area, possibly 10,000 and even up to the 10.5. Let's keep an eye on that. Let's go into Litecoin. If you guys are interested in trading, I do have a Bybit tutorial. I'll put that up top. Also, I have a Bybit link and a Prime XBT link down below. You can use that, either one from my links, and you get a bonus for signing up and making a deposit. They throw some extra money in your account. Prime XBT will put 35% of whatever you deposit in on top of it. And Bybit, I think you can still get up to $390, but at least $90 in your account. So definitely check it out. Use my links if you are going to start trading. Be careful. Don't use high leverage and don't play with more money than you're willing to lose. And with that being said, looking at Litecoin on the 4-hour, I'm the same thing on Litecoin as Bitcoin right now. This wave could extend all the way to the $90 area. As of right now, you can see where we had the 66.26. This area is support now. If that remains support, we can continue up from here to the higher targets, 75 all the way up to 90. And let's look at the retracements. If this wave is finished, just like in Bitcoin, I do have these targets here. If this wave's finished and we break down past 6,600, most likely our next stop is going to be around the 5,900. And if that breaks, we could go all the way down to the $49 to $51 range in here, which is the 0.618 Fibonacci. We still have this old resistance down here. Should be new support at 43, but I don't think it will go that low. I think at 49 to 51. So anyways, don't forget to smash the likes, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the video if you like these videos and you want to be updated every single day. Click the CryptoSavy logo above my head. That will get you subscribed. Smash that like button. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Sorry it was such a short video today, but I got to get going. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you later.